All right, Big Country Football League. It is 1948. We are in Week 2, Game 1 between the Central City Aces at the Middletown Stokers. Let's go ahead and read a little bit about these teams. These two teams are the oldest rivalry. These two owners and cities hate each other. Central City is the big city in the region, and Middletown is the little brother to the Central City. So Middletown, of course, they have a great rivalry as Middletown would like to grow to rival the big city. So Central City here, owned by Addison Atkins. He pushed hard to legitimize the league, spending much of his own money in the process. There are rumors he loaned many owners funds to get their long-term commitments to the BCFL. It is a dream come true, said Atkins at the press conference announcing the league and commissioner. He employs his brother John to manage the team. He was once a great football star. John believes the college game is the only legitimate football being played, and so he hires coaches to coach the Aces. He hires college coaches to coach the Aces. So the Central City Aces, a little bit about these guys. Harry Johansson has organized, this is the coach, and organized a roster into a fine club that struggles to motivate the professional player. Tradition, that's what football is about, said Johansson in an interview. Now we can build tradition at the professional level with an organized official league. So prior to 1948, there was this group of pro teams that would play each other, but there was no hard and fast schedule. Some teams played 3 games a year, some played, and there was always arguments over who won the league championship. But the reality is there's now organized into a legitimate league. And their arch rival, the Middletown team, again, the only man who wanted an official league more than Hampton Carlisle was his Central City owner, A.J. Aikens. The two men willed this league into existence because, ironically, they hate each other. Both claim to have won multiple league titles. However, these are disputed as there was no official league records prior to this 1948. Carlisle owns the largest train company in the country. Rich does not really define Carlisle's wealth. He sits on the board but spends all of his time building his beloved football club. Carlisle hired his coach, Norm Jameson, immediately after the league officially was announced. He did so because rumors that A.J. Atkins was going to hire him, so he hired him away to make sure Atkins didn't get him. He won back-to-back championships, did the coach, Jameson. This league is no different than any other league, said Jameson. You must do the same things to win here that you would have to do to win anywhere. And that is the write-up of this fictional league, these teams, right? And again, this is a career game, so of course it's going to change as you play season after season. I'm using the schedule that is also in this book. This PDF can be available free on my Google Drive. However, I'm playing the pro version of the game. So the pro charts here and how we're playing the game, slightly different than the charts that are in this book. The concepts of the game have not changed. It's still the offensive die, defensive die, and a D6 for extraneous problems. We do have punt, kick returns, etc. now that are actual non-static results. That is different than the PDF, etc. So here we go. We got the Central City Aces at the Middletown Stokers. Central City comes in with a quarterback, Simmons, who is poor. They have Keenum and Payne at running back. They have Reynolds, Black, and Dawes at receiver. Very solid. Their defense is very good. -1 on the line, -1 at DBs. Their linebackers are average. Middletown Stokers come in with a good quarterback, Stevens. A poor backfield in Bass and Reese. Not poor in that they won't achieve success, but they're not capable of breaking the big run as easily as other backs. So in other words, those guys are a little slower than everybody else. They have a great receiving core in Mike, Franklin, and Wesley. And again, this defense is troubled. They have a brilliant linebacking core, but unfortunately the front 4 stink and the back 4 stink. So this if the linebackers show up, Middletown can get the job done on defense, but anywhere else they're going to have some trouble with stopping teams. Both these teams come in. Middletown, I believe, let's look back on week 1 and see who won. Central City lost to Fort Jefferson 10-3 in a dogfight. And Paradise, let's see, where is Middletown? Middletown won 31-21 over Coaldale. So Middletown managed to just outscore Coaldale in week 1. All right, folks, let's get this underway. And remember, in my big country, in most of my games, home team advantage is they get the ball first, they get the ball last. So Middletown's going to receive the kickoff here. And we go ahead and do the kickoff from the goal line, 16. It is returned out to the 26. And all right, folks, we're underway as the hometown Middletown Stokers taking on their hated arch rival, the Central City Aces, the big city, the big brother, the big kid on the block. And this team has a bit of an inferiority complex when it comes to Central City. So winning in all of these sports events is important to Middletown, the Middletown fan base. And here we go. So we look at the offensive die, 18. We first look there to see if there's any other adjustments. Pass of 13, but the DB's -1, so we're going to go down 1. Pass of 9, 13 and up on the defensive die will cause an incomplete pass. We modify it by Middletown's quarterback. So 13 plus 1 is 14. If that die is 14 or more, it's incomplete. 13, so because of his rating, it's completed for 9 yards. Second down and 1. Beautiful. And the D6 only comes up if it calls on a D6 check. So Middletown's first play of the game, Steven drops back, looks, fires to Franklin at the sticks. 9 yards, second and 1. Here we go. It's going to be 12. Run for a loss of 2. There is no other check. Bang, bang. So again, this backfield of Bass and Reese, they're a -1. Had no effect here, but again, narratively, you can understand why they lost 2. It's 3rd and 3. And Middletown really has a backfield problem. They're going to probably have to address that in the offseason. And 3, it's going to be a fumble. So the offense is going to run for nothing. Might be a fumble lost. It is not. 4th down, but it's a run for nothing. 4th down and 3. They will punt. And again, we're going to roll both now. We got a punt die and a punt return die. 6, the punt goes for 37. 10, 20, 35, 6, 7. And the return goes for 7. Is 3 yards. 1, 2, 3. All right, first down. So the first drive of the game, Middletown is forced to punt. They had a great opening pass, 9 yards, and then 2 more plays could not convert 1 yard in 2 plays. And this is where Central City's defense comes up. Okay, Central City again, they don't have the highest completion percentage among this receiving core and quarterback, and they also have a tendency to throw a little more interceptions. However, that doesn't mean you can't throw the bomb. You can't complete the plays. And the running backs are solid. Their defense is really solid. Here we go, 12. It's going to be a run for loss of 2. Boom, boom. Second down and 8. We do not check anything else as Keenum and Payne run for a loss of 2. Here we go, 12. Run for a loss of 2. 1, 2. I can't believe it. 3rd down and 14. And it's going to be 3. It's a chance at a fumble. The ball, so 0. He tries to come out from under center too fast. The ball comes loose, and the defense falls on it and takes over right there. This is going to be a huge mistake for the Central City Aces as they fumble, lost, and Middletown takes over at the 29. The crowd here in Middletown on their feet, chanting, Stokers, Stokers, Stokers. Here we go, 17, pass of 9, no modifier, +1, 14 and up. It's incomplete. 5, it's going to be caught for 9 again. So they have this first down play where they're throwing a 9-yard strike. They can't seem to convert after that, though. 18, beautifully drops back. DB's going to shift it down 1 thanks to this Central City defense. 9 again. This time it's 14-10. It's going to be complete again for 9. We're down to the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 11. And Stevens has completed 3 straight passes of 9, 9, and 9. That's crazy. 4, it's going to be a pass for 16. DL shifts it down. It's going to be a chance at a fumble, but they don't lose it. So again, Bass gets the carry up the gut, gets popped. Ball doesn't come loose, but only 0 run. 2nd and 10. 7 is going to be a run for 3 yards. 1, 2, 3. That will be Reese, the fullback. Gets the handoff up the gut for 3. It is 3rd and 7. The Stokers want to come out of this with some points. 14 is a run of 21, but he's tripped up for only 6. But that's not a first. 5, 6 down to the. Oh my God. It's 4th and 1 at the 2. Do we kick a field goal? We want to come away with points. I'm a firm believer that you want to get points on every possession. So this is why I don't believe you go for it. Because if I get 10 possessions, I kick 10 field goals. I score 30 points. I win 80% of the games that I'm in. So we're going to kick the field goal. But of course, he has to make it. And he does. So our field goal kicker for Ulsa is going to make a 19-yard field goal. Outstanding. And that's going to be points off turnover. And Central City on the road is now behind. Central City returns this out to the 27. Beautiful return. And the Middletown fans on their feet as the first quarter coming to a close. They have a 3-point lead. Here we go. 5. It's going to be quarterback scrambles for 1 yard. He's forced to run is Simmons. And he picks up a yard. 2nd down. It's going to be 10. Run for 11. Handoff to Keenum. He hits the corner, breaks free, gets 10-11. That's a first down for Keenum. Central City can run the ball. 19, he drops back, does Simmons, dodges, steps up in the pocket, shifts to the left, fires a 23-yard out. 10, 20, 1, 2, 3. First down at the 38. And the Middletown Stoker fans here on their feet bellowing. They're trying to create madness to keep the Central City Aces from communicating, but it ain't working. 8, it's going to be a run for 5. Linebacker shifts it down 2. Bam, bam, run for 1. So it goes from 5 to 1 thanks to this linebacking crew. And again, their DL stinks and their DBs are really bad. So they happen to hit the best linebacking core in football. So they make plays despite Central City trying to block them. 15 is going to be a pass for 5. Straight up pass. Simmons drops, flips it out in the backfield to Payne for 5. Third down on a little check down pass to the fullback. And here we go, 10. It's going to be a run of 11. Again, handoff to Keenum. Up the gut, draw play, 10-11. This is 1948, so they will run the ball. No question. It is 1st and 10 at the 21 and 17. 17 is a pass for 9. However, no shift. However, -2 from 13 is 11. 11 or more, it's batted away. Incomplete. So this is where Simmons and the receivers, that's -3 from 11 is 8. So it killed them there. These guys complete that. These guys do not. 2nd down and 10. 2nd and 10. Central City can't complete a pass. 7. Run for 3. 1, 2, 3. So a handoff up the gut to Keenum. Gets 3. It's 3rd and 7. Central City would like to tie the game here. Oh, it's a chance at a fumble. 0 is the run. No fumble lost. So nowhere. It's just a run for nothing. 1, 2, 3. It's 4th down and 7. They'll kick the field goal. Oh, 6. No good. He misses it. You got to be kidding me. Ward misses a chip shot field goal of 35-yard field goal. No good. Holy cow. And folks, it is 0, Middletown 3. First quarter done. And we shift out to the 20-yard line. 1948. Here we go. I'm using my own set of rules as far as field goal lengths and missed field goals, where you spot the ball. Middletown, the hometown on their feet, happy, as Middletown is taking a 3-0 advantage into the second quarter. 16-7, batted away. Wait, +3, 14 +3, 17, 17, incomplete. If it matches or over, it's incomplete. Middletown, 2nd down, 4. It's going to be a pass for 16. The deal shifts it down to a fumble chance. They don't lose it, though. 3rd down, so the quarterback tries to scramble and steps out without a gain. 3rd down. 15 is a pass for 5, so he just swings it out quickly to Mike. On a quick out, it is 4th down and 5. They will punt. And Middletown can't quite get their offense going against this very good defense. 14, the punt goes 45. 10, 20, 30, 45. The return 9 goes for 5. Back 5 to the 35. We got a 40-yard net. And Central City, the road team, who lost in week 1 10-3, as this offense has struggled. Or was that Middletown? I can't remember now who won that. I think Central City lost 10-3. Yeah. So Central City's only mustered 3 points in their first game. And when you look at the negatives here, you can see why. 9, run for 8, beautiful. 5, 6, 7, 8, 2nd and 2. If they can hit those spots, they could do well, but they got to hit them. 18 is a +2 touchdown chance. Is it 9+? It's a touchdown. Yep, so a touchdown pass. Central City, Simmons throws a bomb. Throws a 57-yard bomb. Pass 2. And we're going to give that to their split-end Reynolds. Down the sidelines, the extra point is good. PAT's good. And the Middletown Stoker fans can't believe it. Oh, and they fumble. They come out 11, and the ball is on the ground. And they lose it. You've got to be kidding me. So kickoff return, fumble, loss. That actually counts as their possession. And look at this. The Central City Aces take over 1st and 10 at the 11 on the final drive of the first half. 19, touchdown. Simmons throws back-to-back TDs. This one, 11-yard pass. This one will be to the tight end of Dawes. And the PAT. And oh my God, what happened? The Middletown fans are stunned as it was 3-0 and in just 15 minutes. It is now 14-3. Central City scores points off turnovers. It's a 57-yard bomb to Reynolds. They get a fumble return, recovery on the kickoff, and then he throws an 11-yard strike to Dawes, their tight end, and they're up 14-3 at halftime. Holy cow! Coach Jamison of Middletown leads the team out of the tunnel in a disciplined march over to the sidelines as the Middletown Stokers are showing serious formality. As you can bet that he probably chewed their butts out pretty bad. I am not going to be made a fool here. As Central City, who could only muster 3 points in week 1, come in here and whoop us in our own hometown. Get it straight, gents. And we'll see if they do. Central City gets the kick, though, and they're going to bring it out to the 14. Ooh, poor kick return. Central City needs to avoid that turnover because that killed Middletown. 15 is a pass for 5, so he's going to swing it out of the backfield to Payne. The fullback lowers his head, picks up 5 yards, second down. 12, we're going to go run a loss of 2. Oh, 1, 2, and third down. That'll be Payne. He gets the catch, but then loses 2 on the run. It's third down. And it's going to be quarterback sacked for a loss of 10. Oh, my God, fourth down. We got a QB sack there. They're going to have to punt. QB sacked. I don't have my defensive names down here, so I'll have to fill those in later. Holy cow, but they will have to punt as they suffer a sack. The punt, 17, goes 48 yards, though. 10, 20, 30, 45, 6, 7, and 8. The return is a shot at a touchdown. They're going to return at 16, 5, 10, 15, 16. He hits the edge. If I can roll a 15+, he will take it back to the house for the Middletown Stokers. 10, no, but a beautiful return. He almost breaks free. Cannot kick out of a shoestring tackle. At the end, he's drugged down is West by the Central City special teams punter. And Middletown, though, down by 11, needs to score a touchdown on this drive. It's going to be a pass of 16. Dio moves it down to a chance at a fumble. Pow! They fumble the ball away again. Holy cow, fumble lost. This will have to be the Bass or Reese. One of the running backs fumble the ball away, and the Central City Aces take over right there. And Middletown's coach is throwing a temper tantrum on the sidelines. He cannot believe that his team did not take him seriously when he said, I ain't going to tolerate it. 5-yard pass. So a swing pass. Simmons, who is the worst quarterback, is managing to play good ball today, and he swings it out to Keenum for 5, second and 5. And all that -2 means, -3 total for this team, is it affects their pass completion percentage and their interception percentage. It does not affect it doesn't affect every a pass, and it doesn't affect the touchdown play. So a -2 team can still be very productive if you roll the right percentage. Right? 7, we got a run for 3. 1, 2, 3. It is third down and 2. Central City would like to turn this turnover into points, but it's 3rd and 2. 13. 13 is a run for a loss of 1. He gets pounded, so they hand it to Keenum. They pitch it to Keenum, and as the field begins to degrade here in the second half of this 1948, painted manure, he loses his footing, loses a yard, and folks, it is 4th down. They will punt. They have no reason to gamble. 16 is a punt of 47, 10, 20, 30, 45, 6, 7, to the 7. Return of 19 again is 15 more, 5, 10, 15. Almost broke that away as their punt returner, West, for Middletown, is having a great day. They have the ball 1st and 10 at the 22. This is the final drive of the 3rd quarter. Middletown needs to start scoring if they're going to catch up. 16 is going to be a pass. It's going to be +3. It's going to be complete. Thanks to this +3, it's complete for 7 yards. 5, 6, 7. Holy cow. Perfect. So Stevens is getting that pass completed. 19, 23-yard pass for Stevens. 10, 21, 2, 3. He finds his flanker on a post play right down the middle of the field. 23 yards. 10, it's going to be a run for 11. Then he pitches it to Reese. 10, 11, and the fullback on a power sweep. Picks up 11 yards. Middletown looking dangerous. 6, the crowd roaring. 1 yard. Handoff to Bass up the gut. Gets tripped up for 1. 2nd and 9. 16, he drops back. He looks again. Complete for 7. 5, 6, 7. He is using that short passing game beautifully to Mike, to Franklin, to Wesley, to Reese, to Bass. He's just taking what they give him. 3rd and 2. 14 is a 21-yard run. It is with a -1. 6 and up, they trip him up. 21-yard rip for Reese. 10, 21, down to the 8. First and goal at the 8. The crowd roaring. Stevens has to wait for the crowd to calm as he calls play in the huddle. Comes out of the huddle, sets up, snaps the ball. 8. It's going to be a run of 5. The linebackers here don't shift it. 15 up, he's tripped up. Nope, 5-yard rip down to the 3. Second and goal from the 3. And again, Stevens has to wait for the crowd to calm as he communicates in the huddle. They snap the ball. 16 is going to be a pass for 7 again. Oh, wait, plus 3 is 17, 15, complete 7, touchdown pass for Stevens. Finally, Stevens throws a TD pass. 3-yard pass. 2, and that's going to be Wesley, their tight end, coming right off the ball in a quick turnaround look in. PAT, folks, and that ends the quarter. And that's going to make it 10-14 going into the fourth quarter. The Middletown Stokers are trying to come back here at home. The kick return is to the 15. So if they can create a turnover, Middletown fans will lose their nut. As this has turned into one hell of a game between these two rivals. All right, Central City's had a brilliant passing performance from Simmons today. I don't know if he can keep it up. 5, quarterback scrambles for 6. 5-6. Well, he may not pass as well as he did in the first half, but he just ran for 6 yards. Good job, Simmons. Snaps the ball 6. It's going to be a run for 1. Hands it off to Keenum. 3rd down and 3. Keenum hammered in the middle again there by the middle linebacker. Fumble, but they don't lose it. So it's a run for nothing. Chance at a fumble. Doesn't do it. It's going to be a run for nothing. 4th down. They have to punt. They're holding on, but with a 4-point lead. They have no choice but to punt. 6. The punt's going to go 37. 10, 20, 30, 5, 6, 7. The return is 16. Another good return of 12. 10, 11, 12. Son of a gun. This West kid, if I was tracking stats, he's currently the best kick returner or punt returner in the league with 16, 15, and 12 today. All right, the Middletown fans roar. Stevens actually asks him to calm. They quiet down. He takes a knee in the huddle. They come out, line up in a tight formation. They snap the ball. It's going to be a drop back. He rolls. He has protection from both backs. He fires it deep to Franklin. 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, and the crowd roars as he catches it and steps out of bounds at the 24 of the Central City Aces, and that is Franklin, the flanker. The crowd, they snap the ball. The crowd's still roaring. He gets it off. 16 will be tripped up. No, it's a 13-yard run for Bass. 10, 11, 12, 13. 1st and 10 at the 11. They can get the 1st at the 1 as Bass tears through the middle of this defense for 13 yards. 15, pass of 5. He looks and then flips it out to Reese for 5, playing safe. 2nd down and 5 at the 6-yard line. Snaps the ball. Oh, it's a chance at a pick. As Stevens drops, looks, he's under duress. He flips it ill-advised into the middle of the field. The ball is batted around, but not intercepted. 3rd down and 5. And the Middletown Stokers, as 40,000 here, have a collective gasp when they watch that ball kicked around in the end zone, batted off hands. Luckily for the Stokers and Coach Jamison, that ball fell harmlessly to the turf. They snap the ball. It's going to be 18. 18 DB shifts it down. It's a 9-yard strike. Yep, touchdown. Stevens matches Simmons, not to be outdone by the worst quarterback. Stevens throws a 6-yard pass. This one's got to be to Mike. They're split in. And Mike, and if PAT is good, holy cow, folks, we have got a completely different game. It's 17-14. Now Central City is on the ropes, right? You can imagine Central City dropped them early in the early rounds, and then Middletown has been fighting desperately back, and they've got Central City on the ropes. 14, the return is 24. This is huge. Central City needs to score something on this drive, as this is their final possession. You can imagine we're at about the 6-minute mark of the game, of the final 6 minutes of the game. They need this drive to produce points, to tie it 3, to win it 7. Or to not win it, but be in the lead. 9. 9 is a run for 8. Beautiful. It's a handoff to Payne for 8. 5, 6, 7, and 8. 2nd down and 2. Smart. Eat that clock. Hand it off. It's going to be 12. 12 is a loss of 2. They hand it to Payne again. Boom, boom. And again on this painted manure, he slips down, loses 2. It is 3rd down and 4. 16. He drops back, pass. Look, and he completes it. -3, but he still completes it. for 16, 7 yards, 5, 6, 7, 4th and 1. They must score to tie it. They have no choice. They have to go for it. 10 is run for 11. It's a draw. It's a quarterback drops back, rolls. He sees wide open green and takes off for 11. 10-11. Simmons on a quarterback keeper. Didn't design it that way, but they turned in man-to-man coverage and ran with these guys. He just kept running, got the first down plus some. The crowd here roaring. Raining boos down upon that play. 5 is a quarterback scramble for 3, so Simmons does it again. 1, 2, 3, second down. 2nd and 7, snap. He looks, he's looking, he fires. With the negatives, it's incomplete. 3rd down. -3, made that incomplete by 2. Holy cow, 3rd down and 7. 5, it's going to be a quarterback scramble for 1. Simmons, flush from the pocket, tries to outrun this brilliant linebacking core. They chase him down and drag him down in the mud and the muck of this painted manure of the Middletown Stokers Municipal Stadium. Folks, it's 4th and 6. They must go for it. Game is on the line right here. 14. Run for 21. However, he's tripped up. Gets 6. 5, 6, and they measure. The referee signal first. The crowd raise boos down upon the head of the refs. They hate the spot. But on the button, he runs for 6, and he gets it. First down. The Central City Aces with an amazing drive, just trying to tie the game or win or take the lead. Here it is. 9 is going to be a run for 8, so they hand it off to Payne up the gut. 5, 6, 7, and 8. 2nd and 2. 5, 6, 7, and 8. 2nd and 2. Central City with a brilliant late drive. 2. Oh, quarterback sacked. Loss of 11. 10-11. We got another sack. 3rd and long. As Simmons this time could not escape as they blitzed that linebacker. -2 backer got him. And here we go. 9 is going to be a run for 8. So Simmons drops back. He sees that there's no one open. He takes off and runs for 8. 5, 6, 7, and 8. And folks, this is it. It's 4th and 5. They are not in field goal range. They needed that sack. Kept them out of tying the game. So they have no choice but to go for it. You can only kick the field goal if you're at the 38 or closer. And Central City now, Simmons in the huddle. The crowd roaring. Simmons leans in tight. Everybody tight in the huddle. They all come out, line up in a tight formation. They may be trying to run here, folks. Snaps the ball. 10 is run for 11, and they do it. Simmons fakes one way, turns, and pitches the other way, and it buys him enough room that he gets 11 yards. 10, 11, down to the 30. The crowd stunned in a collective gasp when they see that fake. And somebody else comes out of that mass of bodies with the ball untouched, goes 11 yards before he's pushed out by the DB, the halfback, and the Middletown Stokers literally are on their heels. This is an epic drive. Middletown will get the ball last, but man, Central City not going away. Snaps the ball. 12. It's going to be a run for loss of 2. That's what they needed last time. 1, 2. That linebacking core tears through, hits the gap, and brings him down. Keenum down for a loss of 2. 2nd down to 12. It's going to be 4. 4 is a pass. The DL pushes it up 1. It's going to be a quarterback's force from the pocket for 5. Beautiful. Simmons gets on his horse and runs for 5. But it could have been a 16-yard pass. So the defensive lineman there got the job done, forcing him to run. It's a positive gain, but it actually could have been 16 yards. Simmons barking orders over this crowd noise, and he snaps the ball on 3rd down. It's going to be 14. Is a run potential of 21? No. He's going to be forced to run for 6. Is that enough? 5, 6? No. It's 4th and 1 again, but they can kick a field goal to tie it. They're going to play for the tie. They're on the road against their arch nemesis. There is no overtime in regulation, so they need to, if they kick this and they force a tie, they'll be happy on the road to take a tie out of here, especially when they went they're 0-1. So they're going to play for the tie here. They're not going to go for the potential first down. However, if they miss this, game's basically over. And 9, they got it. Very good. So Ward, who missed one earlier, nails this one. This one is 37-yard field goal is good. It's tied up. However, the final drive of the game belongs to the hometown Middletown Stokers. They're going to return it out to the 16. They're now playing to win this game. The crowd here a little bit discontented with the fact that Central City's made it this tight. And if there's a pick 6 or something, they can lose it. 10. Here we go. It's a run for 11. He pitches it out to Reese. 10, 11, and Reese finds room around the end. The edge sealed by the tight end, Wesley. First down, the crowd roars. Snaps the ball. It's a 23-yard strike. Steven drops. He ducks up. Bass picks up pressure. He flips it down the sideline for 23, 10, 21, 2, 3. First down for Mike, the split in. Stevens with a beautiful pass down the sideline. The crowd roars as they're hoping their team can win this game. 15, it's going to be a pass for 5. He drops, sets, flips it out to Reese for 5 out of the backfield. It is second down and 5. It's going to be 9. It sets up, hands off up the gut to Bass for 9, or for 8, 5, 6, 7, and 8. First down at the 37. They are in field goal range, folks. If they don't lose yardage, they can win this ball game. The crowd now very happy, roaring as Middletown showing their power. Here it is. 18 is a pass, -1. It's going to go pass for 9. It's going to be complete by 1 thanks to this +3. So it's a 9-yard strike, second down. He's opened the game up, did Stevens, throwing 9-yard passes. And here we are in the fourth quarter. He hits another 9-yard strike right at the sticks. It is second and 1. They can do anything they want here. 15 is a pass. So he drops back, flips it out to Franklin, the flanker, on a quick out. 5 yards and a first down. The crowd roars as Steven huddles them up. They slow down. They don't want to score too quick. It's the final drive of the game, so they hope. Here we go. Middletown drops back. 19. It's a touchdown pass. Stevens drops, sets, flings it high and deep into the corner. And Mike goes up and pulls that down. Game over. Stevens is going to win this on a 23-yard pass to Mike. Their big split in. The PAT is academic, but they do kick it. PAT is good. What a fourth quarter. Stevens throws 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns for the hometown Stokers. And Ward gets a field goal. They thought the game was going to be theirs, or at least tied. Central City goes to 0-2. 17-24. 0-2 Central City. And Middletown, I believe, is 2-0. They are. Holy cow. 2-0. Middletown has scored 31 and 24. That's 55 points. That's going to be leading this league. Generally, these are a low-scoring league. Obviously, it doesn't have to be, but it is because I play 16-possession games, and it's 1948. We tend to have low scoring, so 25 points a game could make these guys the highest-scoring team. If they continue this pace, they could be the highest-scoring team in the game. Thank you for watching. This has been Big Country Pro Football. This is the 1948 Big Country Football League, Game 1, Week 2, Central City, 0-1. At 1-0 Middletown. Middletown, who struggled early, they were down 14-3 at halftime. Again, Jamison marched them out in a disciplined, linear, marched them out to the sidelines. Clearly, he had given them a butt chewing at halftime, and they took it seriously as Stevens throws 3 second-half touchdowns. A 3-yard pass to Wesley, their tight end, a 6-yard pass to Mike, and then a 23-yard pass to Mike to win the ball game on the final drive. And we have seen the best of a +1, +2 receiving core and the worst of a -2, -1 passing team. There you have it, folks. Thanks for watching. Good day.